This is the story of two of the bravest spies of the Second World War. As Adolf Hitler led his army across Europe, men were recruited in their millions across the world to stop them, using weapons to fight back against the Nazis. Women, on the other hand, had an equally important role maintaining order and community at home. Some were retrained in the farming and textile industries to support their countries from home, and some worked abroad as nurses, technicians and mechanics. Others were spies. One of these women was called Noor Inayat Khan. She was the first female wireless operator sent into France to assist the French resistance. Her father was from India and her mother was American. Noor was born in Moscow, but her family fled Russia to live in England during the outbreak of the First World War. She developed a love for the creative arts, including poetry and music, after moving to France, and took responsibility for her mother and siblings when her father died. She felt a duty to represent Indian people during the war and took the opportunity to use her knowledge of France and the French language to spy on the enemy. Khan developed a cover story and risked her life to set up transmitters and receivers to pass information to the Allies from occupied France. She was determined to work in non-violent ways, inspired by the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. After a week in France, she was called home after her fellow spies had been captured by the enemy. Khan stayed and worked even harder to coordinate and transport resources and weapons to the French resistance. Her skills also helped Allied soldiers cross the enemy borders and create a network of intelligence officers, spreading information more effectively and helping to save thousands of lives and bring the war to an end. Violette Szabo had a similar role in the war. Spending her childhood in both France and England, she saw the opportunity to use her language skills and geographical knowledge to serve as a spy despite the risks. Her training made her an impressive spy. Szabo could speak multiple languages, operate wireless communications equipment, and shoot a gun incredibly accurately. In the first mission, she parachuted into occupied France to locate factories producing German weapons. This was a great success despite her plane making an emergency landing after being hit by the enemy. Violette's commitment continued as she returned to France to help the French resistance army. Even after facing a large group of German soldiers, she tried to escape but severely twisted her ankle in the process. Her skills with a gun proved useful as she insisted that her ally escape to safety without her. She dragged herself to the shelter of an apple tree whilst firing bullets at the enemy for 30 minutes on her own. When she ran out of ammunition, she was captured and interrogated, but gave away no information about herself or her role to the German officers. Szabo was forced into hard labour in the fields of her captors, but remained positive and actively worked to lift the spirits of her fellow prisoners. She was killed in Ravensbrück concentration camp. Likewise, Noor Inayat Khan was captured by German soldiers and imprisoned. Her two attempts to escape failed and she was executed at Dachau concentration camp after refusing to give information to the Gestapo under interrogation. Before Szabo's first mission, she was taught a method of hiding information in coded nursery rhymes. Seeing that she was struggling to memorise the set rhyme, cryptographer Leo Marx offered this poem to her instead. The life that I have is all that I have, and the life that I have is yours. The love that I have of the life that I have is yours and yours and yours. A sleep I shall have, a rest I shall have, yet death will be but a pause. For the peace of my years in the long green grass will be yours and yours and yours.